3, 4. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. What's up, everybody? This is Carolina Mike. We'll be getting started soon. Just trying to hammer out a few technical things. If you can hear my voice, please type so in the comments. We will be with you shortly. Check, check. 1, 2. All right. So, yeah, I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties over here. And but I feel like y'all can hear me because I can hear myself on my cell phone, and the delay is rather short, oddly enough. So that's a great thing that there's not much of a delay. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Looks like we got a couple of people out there. If you know someone who loves SharePoint, feel free to share it with them now or after the fact or what have you. Thank you for joining. This is Carolina Mike, and the first thing I want to say is thank you so much to each and every subscriber out there who's taken the time out of their day to hit that subscribe button or watch a video, even if you haven't subscribed. But we have 808 subscribers, and so yeah, big shout out to everyone who has joined the fold. Hi, just and so this is my Eleanor. Love you, sweet dreams, God bless you, daddy loves you. So get some good rest and have an awesome day at school tomorrow. Awesome. Super proud of you. Do your thing. All right. So we have got 808 subscribers. All right. Bye, Munchkin. Love you. We have 808 subscribers, which is an amazing feat. We are definitely trying to get to that 1,000 mark. And we will make it eventually. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and pop into what we're going to really be discussing today, and that is how to color code in SharePoint. Yes, I know that you're super excited about that. Um, Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching. So here we go. And I'll try and trim out some of this beginning part for people who are just interested in just getting right to it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up a list. I'm going to pull up a list here, and we're going to use the t-shirts and different color t-shirts to illustrate how we can color code in SharePoint. I happen to be in SharePoint Online, and you know what? It's been a while since I've worked in SharePoint on-prem. Someone in the comments, let me know if this is available on premises. All right, so there's several different ways we can do it. Let's start with just a particular column. So let's say that, for this color column, if it's a red, we want it to be in red text or red highlight. If it's green, green text or green highlight, but we want it to do something based upon what color is chosen. So what we got to do, I'm going to pop down. We're going to go into the column settings. Also, you have to forgive me. I'm not complaining about this necessarily, but I'm looking at a 42-inch monitor right now, and I'm pretty close to it. And it's like, just putting your phone like right up to your face. It's kind of a bit much. So you're gonna see me kind of bounce around, trying to find stuff, but when it's like right in my face. All right, so we're gonna go to format this column. And we can do background colors, right? We could do choice pills, but what we're interested in is some conditional formatting, because depending upon what is chosen in the drop down, we want SharePoint to do something. So conditional formatting, and you're gonna automatically get a rule. Don't let this confuse you. The first time I tried this, it confused the crap out of me. Was like, what? Like, why is this column shaded in gray? Like, what is going on? It's basically just saying, hey, we're showing you it can do stuff. I mean, immediately that column is going to be shaded in gray. It's just saying you click this for something. You want to do something to this column. Well, guess what? I'm going to do a whole bunch of something to it right out the gates. So, if you're a control freak, this is going to really freak you out. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just me. I digress. Now we're going to go in. We're going to say, well, we can keep that rule, or we can adjust it. We can edit the rule and say, okay, if color, seriously, choose a comparison. This is beautiful. Well, okay. Did you not see me clicking? What just happened there? That is weird. Can we reproduce this? That was whack. All right. So if color is equal to, choose a type or value, red. So now it's just grabbing the red ones. I mean, I could really stop here, and I know you'd be able to figure out the rest, but let's just have some fun with it. Let's shade it in red instead of making it red text. So show sample text is not shaded in gray, because that would just be clown shoes for it to be red and shaded in gray when we have all these choices. So we're going to click on this button, and we're going to pick, orange, transparent, whatever. We're going to go with red. So there you go. You got your rule. And then we can just go ahead and finish this out. We'll add another condition. And if, I haven't done a whole lot of these. We'll say, I feel like or makes the most sense. I mean, I know I'm going to catch a lot of heat. You don't, yes, I am doing this live and I'm just rolling with it here. So, or if color is equal to green, well, whatever, blue, then show as blue. Let's just save that that much, and so I feel like I totally screwed this up. But yeah, cuz yeah, look at that. It's the other way around. Yeah, okay, so all right. So we're going to go back in here and we're going to format and manage the rules, and we're going to edit this rule, change it from or to and. I know there's a way to do this. So if color is equal to blue, oh, goodness gracious. I swear I did this before. Alrighty. We're going to figure it out. So there's if color is equal to blue. Yeah. Oh, I'll add another rule. That's my problem here. So I needed to add another rule. Womp, womp, womp. All right. So let's go back and fix this to what it was. It was red. And then color red. Yeah. Got all flustered there. And I'm going to add another rule. Add a rule. So don't be like me. You get to learn from my mistakes. If color is equal to blue, there we go. Anyway, we'll save that. No, except it's not green. We don't want green. How crazy is that? There we go. Save. And then we're going to go and we're going to add another rule. It's been a while since I played with this. Come on. Color is equal to green. Well, and then we'll make it green. Nice. Save. And we're going to close this. All right, so there you go. If you wanted to add multiple conditions in that rule, you could do that. That'll be for another video. So that's just your basic. You're just going to add a rule for each condition that you want and what you want to happen. It doesn't have to be just colors. This could be it could be anything. Like, you know, if it's medium, you want all the mediums to be a certain, you know, the whole line to be green. Speaking of that, let's talk about having, you know, an entire line be green here. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this up. Format this column. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to save. So now let's say you wanted the entire view to respond the same way, not just the column. So that means if something's red, that whole row would be shaded in red. So then we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to hit the drop down under the view selector in the command bar and then go to format the current view. Now, from here, we're going to format the view with conditional formatting, and it's the same thing. Whoa, everything's shaded in gray. Maybe I don't want that, so I'll edit this rule. We'll make this one the red one. So if color is equal to red, then let's make that whole row red. Okay, and we're not going to add a condition because that would be clown shoes. We just figured that out. We're going to go add another rule, and color is equal to blue. No, we don't want it to be green. We want it to be blue. Save. So there you go. That's how you can do your color coding for SharePoint lists. I do believe this works in document libraries, although I don't think I've tested it there. So if you've tested it in a document library, give us a little shout in the comments. I am like 99.9999 99% sure that it does. It's just been a while since I've played with it. So thanks for sticking with me through that. That was a tough one there to be live and have a blunder like that. That was tough. All right. So I'm looking in the comments to see if we have any questions, any comments besides my daughter saying hello and goodbye. Fair enough. Well, at the end, we like to do a little thing where we take it home. But now we got people popping on, and I'm reluctant to end the live stream if we got people on. I can see a few people out there. If you want to see what I just demoed again, I'm happy to do it. If you just want to say hello, I'm happy to hear it. Regardless, I'm not going to just end the stream if we've got 4 people on right now. I'll vamp. I'll tell jokes. But if we've got people on, I will stay on and answer questions, play music for you. I don't know, entertain you. Like, what do you need? Tell me what you need to put a smile on your face today, or tell me something that did put a smile on your face. Anything, music related, SharePoint related, anything related. We're going to give like 7 seconds, because apparently 7 seconds is how long you're supposed to give someone who is an introvert to respond. Dave Barnett. Thank you for popping in, Dave. Thank you for popping in. Glad to have you here. Are you a SharePoint person, Dave? Or a music person? I know you're a person. I know that. And I'm sure you're a great person. Hello, Bamba Bamba. Thanks for popping in. I am glad you have arrived. And if you would like to see, thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate it. I really do. If there's something that you want to see, if there's something that you want demoed, now's your time. It's about 8:13 Central. I am willing to kick it around till the top of the hour. I did run through a demo, and I will hang out for anybody who's interested in seeing something. I will stick around till the top of the hour. So shoot your questions, or if you want me to run through another scenario with conditional formatting, I'm happy to do that. You know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. There's something I've been wanting to show people in SharePoint lists. I'm gonna go ahead and show that, and then if you have questions, just let me know. So you're an admin working on learning development. Great. So here's something that I just want to show that is available, and it's called comments in SharePoint lists. So if you've already seen it and you want me to skip to something else, let me know. But I'm going to clear this formatting right now because I think it's a little bit distracting. Let me, well, you know what? I'll leave it. So here, you can see this icon. It says that there's one comment. So the new thing for Microsoft Lists, which is kind of the same thing as SharePoint Lists to a certain extent. I mean, Microsoft Lists are built off of SharePoint Lists. And so all the features that come with SharePoint, with Microsoft Lists, are available now. If you're in SharePoint Online, they're available in all lists and document libraries, as it relates to like those pills and the conditional formatting with the colors and all that jazz. But another thing that you have available is adding comments. So I'm hovering over, here's one that does not have a comment, but I can add a comment. So we're going to click on add comment, and then we can just type in, hey everyone. And you may have just realized that I have the number 1 button programmed to the applause. So every time I type number 1 or type an exclamation, we're going to get thunderous applause. So I guess that's not all bad. So I'm adding my my comment to this list item, and we can go ahead and hit submit when we're ready. But here's something that's coming that is in development. I saw it on the roadmap today because someone asked me about it, and I thought, well, why isn't this available? Is the at mentioning. So at mentions are not available in SharePoint list comments. However, they are available everywhere else, right? They're available in Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, but they're not yet available here in Microsoft Lists. However, the roadmap does show that it is in development, so that's coming. All right, so we're going to close that. What questions do you have? Is there something that you want to learn how to do, Dave? Anything that is causing you to have... Oh, you were going to ask about that. Okay, awesome. If there's anything else that you were going to ask about, let me know. Also, if I can get your feedback, is this screen large enough? Is it large enough for you? And also the comments in the upper right, just making sure that those are visible as well. So thank you. Typing now. Okay. So Dave is typing up a question or something. He's typing up something, and we're going to give him a chance to do that. And, take your time. We got plenty of time. We're just here vamping. Me, you, and a few other people. If anybody wants to chime in, I know it sounds corny, but I'm interested in what made you smile. Something that made you smile today. I'll tell you what made me smile was my daughter being excited for Word Masters, which is a competition where they quiz the kids on analogies of these words that are these aren't like super cake words. These are some tough words for the third grade level. So the fact that she's excited about that definitely made me smile. So the question coming in from Dave is, when you modify a list, new item, form, and hide fields. Okay. Seeing that word. Okay. I'm not as up on my Power Apps as I want to be just yet. So I'd have to get back to you on that, or I can maybe find a resource for you. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not able to replicate what you're talking about in Power Apps right now. Just I've got to do some brushing up. So I'm not even gonna lie. However, I can show you how to hide the fields in the form, in the list form, if that's something that you are still interested in. So I apologize, but I'll tell you what, if you send me an email at the SharePoint in 60 seconds at gmail.com, you'll see that scrolling through. Oh, there's something else coming in. When you edit the line, you cannot see all items. Yeah, I have to do some research on that for you from the Power Apps perspective. And so this could be a good little prod in that direction. But if you wanted to shoot me that in Gmail, SharePoint in 60 seconds at gmail.com, I will see if I can at least help you, get the answer to that. So sorry I couldn't answer that for you on the fly. However, if you wanted to see how to manipulate, thank you so much. Do you want to see how to manipulate the list form? Probably not. You've already eclipsed the list form, and you're working on the Power App situation. So, yeah. Power Apps is one of those things. It's like when I'm in Power Apps mode, I'm in Power Apps mode, and I'm like head down, just like eat, sleep, breathe, and drinking that particular thing. You're watching on a phone, so the screen is fair enough. um, I guess that's something to consider is how to optimize my live stream for mobile devices, because if you think about it, a lot of people are going to be on smaller devices. So that's definitely something to consider. So thanks for bringing that up, Dave. So I'm looking for a way to migrate my info path forms to, yes, do that. Yes. If you have the bandwidth right now to dedicate your brain to that, just keep rocking it out. That is my next big thing. Right now I'm working in migrating, changing all things over to modern SharePoint sites, and sort of unnesting or denesting an environment that has lots of nesting going on. So once that has been completed, then I'll be your go-to person when it comes to Power Apps, because I'll be doing some heavy lifting there. I had something I was gonna ask you. How long have you been a SharePoint admin? I think it said you were an admin. If I scroll back up here, I think it says you're an admin and you want to learn dev. How long have you been doing admin? And anyone who's just joining in, we're chatting. Oh, actually, I'm looking at two different people. So I see Bamba, and help me if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, Bamba or Bamba. You're looking for a way to migrate InfoPath form to Power Apps, and as I understand it, there's no like particular migration that you can do. You're gonna have to rebuild those things. And so Dave's been an admin for 8+ years. Awesome. So if you've been at it for over 8 years, then you've tell me what Bamba. So is it like Bamba as in like Bambi, or Bamba as in Mamba? So now with the Power Apps, with the InfoPath and the Power Apps, my understanding is that you are going to have to rebuild, and maybe that's what you meant when you said migrate. You're rebuilding them. If you found a migration tool, please let us know if there is one. I don't know that there is. Let's see, we got some more. La Bamba. All right. Like La Bamba. Got it. Bamba. Excellent. So thank you for being on the live. And also, if you're here and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. There's a button somewhere that you can click on. It would be awesome. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before. Well, it'd be nice. I was trying to get to there before the end of the year. Nevertheless, we started out the year around like 600, and we've got 808. So we will take that as a victory. So Bamba, tell us, are you rebuilding these InfoPath forms into Power Apps? And kudos to you for being forward thinking and hopping off of InfoPath. How about a big round of applause for Bamba for forward thinking. And so Dave's saying that Intex used to have, I think you mean Nintex. Do you mean Nintex? I think you mean Nintex. Nintex, yeah, there you go. Yep, I've heard of Nintex before. I know they hadn't migrate. I didn't know that you can migrate. Here, let's I want to see if, well, I'll Google it. So yeah, if they do, I've got to look into that, because that would be amazing to be able to just migrate versus having to rebuild everything. That could be a game changer. Has anybody used ShareGate software for migrations, for migrating sites? If you haven't, and you need to move things around, I highly suggest it, or highly recommend it, rather. So thank you for joining the live. Anybody who's out there, not me. You have not, meaning you have not tried ShareGate. It is awesome. I don't know that it will migrate or convert InfoPath into Power Apps. I'm pretty sure it does not, but it is a game changer when it comes to moving sites around or just moving content. It's amazing. And one tip with ShareGate, if you're going to run ShareGate, use it all. You ShareGate, isn't it the bomb? Like here's a big shout out to I don't know if Ben Nyland's still with them, but he was kind of like their spokesperson. Here's a big shout out to ShareGate. You would use Power Apps, yeah. So you basically have to rebuild those InfoPath forms in Power Apps, and I am not really looking forward to that. I'm gonna tell you. What's the audio volume like on my voice? Or are we good on the other end? Let's see, something else I was gonna say here. Oh yeah, for new folks that are joining in, we're just having a discussion. I just ran through a demo of color coding SharePoint lists using conditional formatting. It will not do forms migration. Yeah. So when you're saying it, are we talking about, because we're talking about Nintex and we're talking about ShareGate. So which one are you talking about? Audio is great. Excellent. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. So we got done doing a demo of color coding in SharePoint lists. We also did a quick demo of comments. Gotcha. On the ShareGate. We did a quick demo of comments in SharePoint lists, and we moved on to talking about how to hide some fields in a Power Apps form, and then we moved into talking about migrations, and now we're talking about migration tools. So this conversation has definitely evolved, and that's a great thing. So for anyone watching it on the playback, this is just where we're vamping, and we're providing a platform for folks to talk about SharePoint and ask questions and share best practices and all those things in a live, partly scripted. I won't say scripted, but partly planned out and partly not planned out. So I can tell you, when I started this live stream, actually this is the second time I started this live stream today, and I started it about an hour ago, and I thought that I was not broadcasting my microphone. I thought you could only hear the desktop audio, and so I stopped that live stream just to find out that actually you could hear me. And so I started it up again, and I was blessed to have Dave and Bamba join in, and a few other people have popped in. Maybe they haven't said anything, but maybe they are still learning and gathering information, because that's what it's all about. So it is 8:30, almost 8:30 Central Time here, and I am dedicated to sticking around until the top of the hour. Why? Because we have people that are watching, and if someone's watching, they must be watching for a reason. So we are, SharePoint in 60 seconds is a SharePoint channel. However, keep up the great work. It is all right. You go enjoy your dinner, and thank you so much for popping in, Dave. SharePoint in 60 seconds is a channel where, thanks for popping in. It's a channel where you can get information on SharePoint. However, SharePoint is the backbone for a whole bunch of stuff. And by that, I mean like Microsoft Teams. So if you are going to really dig into Microsoft Teams, my opinion, for what it's worth, is that it's helpful. It's not 100% necessary. However, it is helpful to have a really, really good base knowledge of SharePoint and how it works internally. Not that you have to know how to flip every switch and, do every single thing top to bottom. It's just that it runs in the background, and it's very helpful to understand how that engine, it's really the engine for Microsoft Teams. So, again, that's my humble opinion. Take it for what it's worth. So, we still got some folks on. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear, what you want to know about SharePoint. What questions do you have? And I know I said I'd stay on until the top of the hour because we got people watching. And it would be such a cruel joke if you sat out there and I just vamped for like 30 minutes. Maybe it's my buddy John, and he's got like 2 people just hanging out there, just watching me sweat for half an hour. But you know what? I'll just go into some more demos, and then at the top of the hour, I'm gonna pop off. So not pop off, but log off. Put it that way. Let me clear this formatting over here. Maybe we'll do some more examples with this. We're going to go to Format View. We're going to deselect. We'll say, all right, you have a good night. Good night, Bamba. Thank you for popping in. Good luck with your migration from InfoPath to Power Apps. And maybe check back in with us and let us know how it goes so that we can learn from you. So thank you so much. And, a big shout out to the YouTube gang tonight. I feel like everybody who has been on has joined through YouTube. So here's a big shout out to the YouTubers. All right. And again, want to celebrate 808 subscribers. That is 808, like the kick drum. That's right. Okay, so has anyone used the alternating row styles rather? I have not really used it, and I'm not sure. It was out there before conditional formatting was. So back in the day, way back in the day, pre-COVID, this had the format view had just the alternating row styles. And then came conditional formatting. I think that came along with Microsoft lists or somewhere along in that same time period. Also, you can get to formatting columns from here as well. You just click on the Format Columns tab and then choose the column by which you'd like to format. Yeah, there we go. And I wonder if my daughter is still out there watching. I know it is right around bedtime, but we shall see. We've got one person on, and if we get a question from that one person, we will stick around. Otherwise, we may have to call it. I know I said I was going to be on till top of the hour. Yep. You can get your money back. You didn't pay, so see, there's nothing. See, yeah. Anyway, yeah. We are going to do the Bring It Home. The Bring It Home is where we're about to wrap it up, but we give people a chance for their last moment of questions. Because ultimately, I could vamp and I could just show you a whole bunch of stuff, but it is a live session, and I want to provide actual value for you. And so we got one person out there. Here is the final call. We're gonna bring it home, and if we have anything else that pops in, I will gladly stick around. So no worries. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we close out today's show, we just want to do a quick review and say, if you want to change colors in a SharePoint list, all you got to do is hit the drop down for the column and format the column, or hit the drop down for the view and go in and format that view. And don't forget, if you're trying to do like a rule for if stuff is red, make it red. If stuff is blue, make it blue. Make sure you add a separate rule for each one. Don't do like I did and try and like do the and or and all that jazz. Yeah. Just add some extra rules. And if you've got questions or episode suggestions, just go ahead and send them to SharePoint in60seconds@gmail.com. And we will, we look at every email that comes in. If you send in something, we'll give it a peek and we'll do our best to help you out. We're also on a quest to reach 1,000 subscribers. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and click on that button so you can subscribe. That way you'll know every time we go live, and also hit the bell, because you got to say hit the bell, right? You got to say smash that, smash the like, smash the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell. And then you have like a little image thing that pops up with the finger, it goes bing, but I haven't done that yet. Someday. All right, until then, this is Carolina Mike for SharePoint in 60 seconds, saying SharePoint rocks, and so do you. Take it easy, y'all.